Hello and welcome to another edition of Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I'm Anne Nwawadu. On Kaleidoscope today, we have a chat with the Vice Chairman of Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, Aminu Tukur. As he takes us down memory lane, we discuss the operations of the company, plans on corporate social responsibility, and of course, plans for the future. Once again, welcome to Kaleidoscope. Noor Takaful Insurance Limited is a pioneer and leading composite Takaful insurance firm right here in Nigeria. But let's find out what makes it unique or different from other types of insurance companies. Established in 2016, Noor Takaful Insurance Limited is Nigeria's first full-fledged composite Takaful operator licensed by the National Insurance Commission (NICOM). Headquartered in Lagos, Noor Takaful is dedicated to providing ethical, Sharia-compliant insurance solutions tailored to meet the diverse needs of individuals, families, and businesses across the nation. As a composite Takaful operator, the company offers an extensive range of general and family Takaful products, which are solutions to safeguarding assets, liabilities, and lives, while ensuring financial security for individuals, families, and organizations. This comprehensive suite of products enables it to cater for the diverse financial protection needs of all Nigerians, irrespective of religion, background, or circumstance. Noor Takaful is committed to the principle of shared prosperity, a commitment that is reflected in the consistent annual surplus distributions, rewarding participants who did not make claims. With establishments in Abuja, Kano, Ibadan, Kaduna, Akure, and Port Harcourt, Noor Takaful Insurance Limited is determined to redefine the insurance landscape and make a positive difference in Nigeria and beyond. My chat with the Vice Chairman of Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, Aminu Tukur, reveals more. Please take a look. How did the journey begin for Noor Takaful Insurance Limited? What's the story behind this big brand?
The story behind Noor Takaful commenced long before we started operations in January 2017. Years before that, some gentlemen in Kano felt that there was a gap in ethical finance, felt there was also the gap in Islamic finance. And as a result of that, they put a team together to develop a framework on how to establish a Takaful operator in Nigeria. And in just April 2016, we got approval in principle from our regulator, the National Insurance Commission, to be the first full-fledged Takaful operator in Nigeria to provide both general and family Takaful. As a result of that, over the last 8 years, today, Noor Takaful is the leading Takaful operator in the market. And what we've been able to show over these years is insurance works, insurance can be fair, insurance can be equitable, and people are much happier because of the model that we have that ensures people are carried along, there's empathy in the product, in our solutions, in our services. Whilst we started in Kano, our head office sits in Lagos, and today we have branches across the country, and we're able to service and provide services to individuals across the country. So the Takaful model is based on people coming together and sharing and carrying the risk together. It's derived from an Arabic word called kafala. And kafala or Takaful is something we've all practiced over the years from our homes. If somebody's getting married or somebody suffers a misfortune, what happens is we all come together and support one another. And that is basically, in simplified manner, the principle of Takaful. People coming together to assist another person. And we never know when it's going to happen to us. That is why it is the model of sharing risk and not transfer of risk.
It seems to be different from a regular insurance company and any financial institution. I mean, so what is the concept and the practice of your organization?
Yes, you're correct, Anne. The concept of Takaful is different from the conventional model. The concept of Takaful is based on sharing of risk. The concept of conventional is transferring your risk. On the conventional model, what you do is you pay a premium to an insurance company and they carry that risk on your behalf. If something happens, the conventional insurance company pays you the claim. On the Takaful model, what happens is a group of individuals, group of corporates, everybody pulls in their resources into it. And we don't call it premium, we call it a contribution. So we've all decided to donate and contribute into a pool of funds. The pool of funds in which we have all contributed and donated into does not belong to the Takaful operator. The Takaful operator is only managing and administering those pool of funds. The pool of funds belongs to everybody who has contributed to that pool. And that is why it is called risk sharing. If anything happens, if there's a misfortune, if there's a claim to be paid, the claim is going to be paid from that pool of funds. And at the end of the year, the Takaful operator, in this case, through Takaful, will report back to the participants. We don't call them policyholders, we call them participants. To the policyholders and say, we have paid this in terms of claims, we have paid this in terms of Takaful and other administrative costs based on claims, and there is a balance. The balance belongs to the participants. And that is why over the years, since we started operations, we've been able to distribute surplus to participants who have not been able to make a claim or who have had no need to make a claim. And that is why we say we're the win-win insurance or win-win partner, because at the end of the day, everybody wins. You, the participant who has contributed money, if you do not make a claim, you stand the opportunity of getting a surplus back. If you've unfortunately suffered a claim, you get your claim paid on a timely basis. Again, at the end of the day, the Takaful operator wants to ensure that there's equity and fairness in this model, because really and truly, the funds do not belong to the Takaful operator. So there's that attitude, there's that moral obligation to ensure that claims are paid on a timely basis, because at the end of the day, the money does belong to the participants and not the Takaful operator.
Since its inception, what are those initiatives you've been able to carry out to add value to society in terms of corporate social responsibility or your sustainability efforts over the years?
Yes, so what we've done over the years is quietly do some CSR. On a regular basis, we have put funds aside to give to the poor, to the needy. However, we felt that, this concept of CSR has become, there's something to it. Everybody wants to make a lot more noise. We want to make as little noise as possible in terms of our CSR. However, we also feel that there is a need to be more deliberate about it. The board has instructed that we work and have a more deliberate effort in terms of CSR. Areas we're looking into, and part of areas that we've already gone into in terms of CSR, is feeding the poor, assisting people in terms of education. We know that the country is suffering a lot of out-of-school children at the moment. And then now more than ever, medication or hospitals and healthcare has become more and more expensive. And we feel that these are areas that we're going to look into as an organization. Plans are already on the way. And I believe at the right moment, we'll work with organizations like you in the media, like channels, to see how we can tell people more about what we've done in terms of CSR, so that people can also work with us in contributing towards making our economy, our people, our individuals in the country much better.
How do you balance religion with professionalism as you do business in the country?
It's an interesting question you're asking, Anne. I think one of the first things we faced, because our business is based on Sharia principles, the first concept or the first thinking any individual has is Takaful is for Muslims only. First of all, Takaful is for all.
Everyone.
It's for everybody. In fact, to a large extent, a significant amount of our participants, our clients, are non-Muslims. And what we've been able to do is to ensure that we sell value and not just religion. We're not selling religious products. We're selling products that are based on Sharia principles and showing individuals and corporates the value in these products and services. And one of the good things about the Sharia principle is about equity and fairness. Equity and fairness is something every individual every corporate would like to enjoy. And if you're able to show them that look, if you key into our businesses, if you key into our services, you'll be able to ensure that you get value for your money. You'll be treated in an equitable, in a fair manner. And that's what the Takaful model has shown. And I have to tell you that the response has been amazing. Initially, we struggled. However, after the first 2 years of operations, people were able to see that we were actually selling value. And I have to say, within the industry, we have shown ourselves as one of the leading insurance companies, not just leading Takaful operators, leading in terms of timely payment of claims. At the end of the day, every insurance company is in the business of paying claims. So as long as you're able to pay claim on a timely basis, you are going to meet the requirements of your customers. Now, when you talk about professionalism, everybody that works at Noor Takaful is a professional in his or her manner. We have professional chartered accountants. We have professional insurance practitioners who have all passed the various professional exams in terms of the Institute of Insurance and Chartered Institute of Accountants of Nigeria. We have also gone a step ahead and done professional exams that allow us to practice Islamic finance. Whilst we may not have a body in Nigeria that regulates Islamic finance, we have the IOFI, which is based in Bahrain, and then the IFSB in Malaysia. And all these institutions are run in a professional manner, and they encourage professionalism in everything you do. So for us, professionalism is not religion or professionalism. They both coexist. They both drive our business. But at the end of the day, we're able to service our clients efficiently, effectively. And I think everybody is happy and everybody wins.
Talk to us about the challenges you have faced over the years or still facing as you do business in the country, and what do you think are the solutions that can solve them better for you?
I think one of the issues we face as an insurance or Takaful operator in Nigeria is Nigerians generally have not yet accepted insurance as part of their operations. So that's one of the big things that we face. It's difficult to offer insurance or sell insurance to Nigerians. The statistic shows that less than 1% of the market or the population has insurance, one form of insurance or the other. So we're struggling in that area as an industry as a whole. However, what we feel at Noor Takaful is we need to start showing how beneficial insurance is through the Takaful model. We have to show that people can learn to trust insurance companies. And that's why I said the issue of payment of claims on a timely basis. We only have one business. Our business is to pay claims. Every other thing else is secondary. If you're able to pay your claims on a timely basis, you'll be able to build that confidence. We're also having a tough time at the moment in terms of generally as a country. The devaluation of the currency, the insecurity. So people find out that, look, insurance goes to the bottom of what they need to do. The average Nigerian is trying to survive. What we try to do right now is to show that, look, you have to find a way of putting insurance on as a priority. Because imagine losing everything, the little that you have, imagine losing everything. You start from below zero. What insurance and what Takaful will try and do is always bring you back to the level at which you were at. So we want to encourage Nigerians to believe in insurance. We want to encourage Nigerians that insurance does work. And they should look at insurance companies as partners. However, we have a lot of work to do in terms of educating the citizens and keeping to our own side of the deal.
You're still watching Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. When we return, we'll continue the discussion with the Vice Chairman of Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, Aminu Tukur. Welcome back. You're still watching Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Now we conclude our conversation with the Vice Chairman of Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, Aminu Tukur, as he reels out what the company is planning to do in terms of overcoming challenges, better collaborations, and more focus on CSR and, of course, plans for the future.
Unfortunately, we have a regulator. The regulator, the National Insurance Commission, over the years has been putting deliberate effort in ensuring that the lowest of Nigerians get insurance. Recently, we got approval from NICOM to provide micro Takaful. A micro Takaful basically allows the smallest of Nigerians to get insurance. So as little as 100, 500 naira, you can get some form of coverage. So I know government through NICOM is being very deliberate. We want government to put more additional efforts, but I know this is on the way. So we'll continue to partner under the guidance of our regulator to see how we can grow the insurance penetration in Nigeria. And if you recall, in 2004, and then the Pension Reform Act was passed, and in 2014 it was also revised. This makes group life compulsory for every employer. So we're encouraging the private sector organizations to have this group life insurance for their employees. Despite the fact that it's compulsory, you find out that a number of organizations are not taking it, and it's actually a very cheap form of insurance. So in case of death of their employees, the private sector doesn't have to struggle to look for some benefits to pay the families. The insurance company, whichever insurance company, would ensure they pay the benefits to the next of kin, and that would assist and cushion the beneficiaries or the next of kin or the families to at least not suffer in the case of death. So we would like to work. We have an advocacy to work with the private sector, small, medium, large institutions, to see how they can take up little insurances for their staff, for their families. Recently, we also got approval to have the national HMO. So today, we also want to work with organizations to see how they can have access to healthcare across Nigeria at a reasonable price, because now more than ever, healthcare has become so expensive. Sure. And we believe with our Takaful model of our HMO, people can have access to healthcare and improve their wellness generally.
In our discussion, you talked about Nigerians not trusting insurance companies, and your organization is still, most organizations when you come to insurance are still struggling to try to convince Nigerians. So is there anything that you think the private sector or the government can do to help bridge this gap and make it work?
I think, first of all, the onus on building this trust and bridging the gap is from us, the operators. We have to keep to our words. We have to ensure that all genuine claims are paid on a timely basis. And we also have to educate people and tell them the process of how insurance works. Because you find out that there's a lot of frustration with people. When they come to make a claim, they feel that we're asking for too much in terms of documentation. Insurance companies generally nowadays are trying to make things easier by making the process seamless, requiring as little documentation as possible, so that people can go through a seamless process. And I think one of the things we're also trying to do, today we recognize that most of the population are below the age of 20. This population are people, we call them the digital age group. So they want to do anything on their phones. So I think anything you're trying to offer to the market today, you should try and offer it in a digital form. From getting a policy to reporting a claim and actually being paid on that. And this is something we've tried to do at Noor, or this is something we've done. We recently launched Raha by Noor that allows you to pick up a policy online, make a claim online, and also get your claim paid online. We believe with that, we'll be able to, you find out that younger people trust things done on technology, built on technology. And the AI is also featured in this. This allows you to process the claim faster. If we're able to cover the young generation, I think we've captured a large size of the market in terms of trust-wise. For the corporates, it's a hand-holding thing. We have to continue to hold the hands of our corporate clients and guide them in terms of how insurance works. Continue to train their insurance managers as well. This is something we've also done at Noor Takaful, where we see that there is some capacity issue with our clients. We train their insurance officers. The regulator, NICOM, is also working closely on this. NICOM has a number of policies in terms of ensuring that claims are paid promptly. NICOM is also doing a number of things also on the Takaful side. Takaful, one of the things people like about Takaful, it provides financial inclusion. Like I mentioned earlier on, Takaful is based on Sharia principles. So you find out that the Muslim community feel that insurance does not meet their religious beliefs, and because of that, they will not take on insurance. And they also don't trust the insurance companies. So we feel that with the Takaful model, that will also reduce the gap. There's a lot of work that has been done. A lot of work is being done at the moment, and we think it's a process that is going on. We believe over time the trust would continue to grow. The confidence will also grow in the industry. And like I've mentioned, we have a proactive regulator who is leading the way and championing it all along.
How well do you work with collaborations with probably industry players or private sector, public sector to help achieve your set goals and dreams?
First of all, Noor Takaful is part of the Nigerian Insurers Association. The Nigerian Insurers Association is an association that has all the insurance companies together, with all the CEOs as part of the committee, and ensuring that together the insurance companies meet the minimum standards in terms of providing good services. So we're a part of that, we're an active part of that. We also collaborate with other Takaful operators in terms of awareness of what Takaful is and how Takaful is beneficial to the market. We work with a number of Islamic bodies as well, because again, we're a Takaful operator based on Sharia principles. So there are various stakeholders that we continuously work with. Today, we're working with a number of farmers. GDP of the agricultural sector is the highest in Nigeria. We realize that a majority number of Nigerians are hired in terms of the agri sector. So we're working with various farmers across the country, not just farmers in terms of crop, but people who play in the livestock and the fishery, in poultry. We collaborate with various associations, and what we try to do is understand the objectives of each association and see how we can key into that, see how insurance can be beneficial to those associations. And it changes. It changes every day, but it's something that we'll continuously do at Noor Takaful.
When you look at Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, what do you see in the future?
Oh, I see a lot of things. I think we're an ambitious company. We're also very optimistic about Nigeria as a whole. This is our home, and we believe that Nigeria is going to be great. And we believe we all have what to do and how to contribute to the greatness of Nigeria. Our business has grown by over 2,000% since we started in 2017. We've been able to increase the number of participants that we've had significantly. Today, apart from the Takaful business, we also have the health insurance. And what we try to do as an organization is to see how we can change each individual's lives in a positive manner. We believe that with our solutions, we keep on saying that we don't sell products, we sell solutions. to people. We believe that with our dreams and our ambitions, we can actually make a positive impact generally in the insurance space, allow or provide our own support to how businesses can grow. And I tell people that with insurance, people laugh about it when I say it. I think with insurance, we can actually reduce the level of corruption, because one of the reasons why people feel they need to be corrupt or amass wealth is because they are unsure of the unknown.
Yes.
Okay, what if my car is stolen? What if my house catches fire? Okay, what if I'm no longer there tomorrow to provide education or for my children? With a lot of these things, insurance can play an active part in it. Noor Takaful is going to be here, inshallah, for decades. We're going to touch the lives of our employees, our shareholders, our regulators, as our participants, and the country as a whole. So what I'll say is watch this space. We will make the space better. We'll make the space more attractive and more appealing. So we see Noor Takaful making a great impact over the next few years, and we look forward to working with partners across the country and seeing how generally we can be a better country. Thank you.
And that's the program for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, it's never the end, because you can go to youtube.com/channels web, click on playlist or search for Kaleidoscope and watch past editions of the program. I'll see you again very soon. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Thank you for watching.